The region of Cusco was the center of the old Inca civilization which flourished amazingly in Peru before the coming of the Spaniards. To this day, there lives around Cusco an Indian population full of character and color, with a heritage of traditions dating back to the days of the Incas before the Spanish conquest and Christianization. Pagan and Christian traditions are inextricably mixed. The Indians are deeply religious. Their religion is associated with all their activities. We are attending the yearly fiesta, Saints' Day, here on the hacienda of an old country estate. Gaiety and dancing will continue for several days, but the fiesta begins with prayers to the Virgin and to the saints. Absorbed in prayer, rarely conscious of the camera, the Indians present a wonderful variety of types, of costumes, and of emotions. It would be difficult not to be moved by the stillness and the intensity of this scene of devotion. The fiesta will begin as soon as the church service is over. With a small hand camera, we begin to look for candid shots. A gossiping girl with thick black braids. Vividly decorated ponchos and hats, characteristic of this region. The cattle buyer for the farm. And his wife, both of them in their Sunday best. And a farmer's wife with a good-humored, weather-beaten face. Music, costumes, and dances, all are old and traditional. The meaning of many of these dances is lost in antiquity. I tried vainly to get an explanation of this one, suggestive, obviously, of whipping. The different masks are readily identified by the spectators. These rounded faces, we are told, represent Indians. This group, with its narrow faces, dapper blonde mustaches, pointed noses, and little beards, represent the Spaniards, the conquerors. These creatures with the sheepskin headdresses are, it seems, the wild beasts of the jungle. We've also been told that the woolen mask on the face and the black cross identify the inquisitors, so you can take your choice. But about this group, there can be no doubt. These are the lawyers, with their high hats, their books, their inquisitive noses, which seem to be always unhappily covered with warts, and their mannerisms. Traditional and much enjoyed caricature of the legal profession. Their books are all important and constantly consulted. Equally indispensable are their noses necessary to the turning of the pages. This lawyer is putting the young Indian kneeling before him through some solemn initiation. This is the direct way to make knowledge penetrate the human mind. We see now why this poor Indian looked somewhat apprehensive, but the effect does not as yet appear to be sufficient, so let's give him another treatment for good measure.